The quarterfinalists for the Champions League have been decided, and now it's just time to see who's gonna face off against who. What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. Today we are going to be just discussing the possibilities of who can get who and who is the best person to get. Now, you guys may or may not know I am a Real Madrid fan, so I'm definitely gonna be hoping and letting you guys know who I wish to get, who I think we're gonna get. Before we do that, if you guys are football fans and if you guys are here for that, drop a like in the video, hit that subscribe button. If you guys are not subscribed, but I am going to be reacting live to the draw tomorrow, and hopefully it's a good one, man. Hopefully. But Real Madrid is through, Arsenal is through, Atletico Madrid is through, Barcelona, FC Bayern, Dortmund, Manchester City, and PSG. Now, very good quarterfinal, man. I think this might be one of the best ones we've had in quite a while. I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of good teams here. I'm gonna let you guys know which ones I want to get and which ones I think we're gonna get. Now let's go one by one. Let's just see what's going on here. So we have Arsenal. I think it's been a while since they've been in the quarterfinals, definitely. So new to it, kind of. Are the nerves gonna get to them? It is something that definitely gets to a lot of teams once they make it to this stage, is the nerves, not having that experience. That is where teams like Bayern, teams like Barcelona, teams like Man City, teams like Madrid definitely prosper a little bit more. I even want to say Atletico, because they've been to their fair share of finals now. So I think this might be one of Arsenal's downsides. If anything, they do have a lot of experienced players in that squad. However, you know, you never know. Once you get to this part of the stage, it is just very different. Now Atletico Madrid is another one that I am we're familiar. If you guys are Madridistas, we are familiar with Atletico Madrid. We have faced them many times in the knockout stages, in the final twice, I believe, or maybe even 3 times. I'm pretty sure it was twice though. We are familiar with them, and honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, they are the ones kind of scare me the most. Not the most, but they're up there, because every time Madrid goes to the Wanda Stadium, they struggle. And this whole season, if you guys have seen Madrid play, they have lost and struggled against Atletico. Even when they played at home, they tied. When we played away from home, we got annihilated by them. Yes, these are the ones, surprisingly, the ones I'm kind of hoping we don't get. We'll get into that a little bit later, who I want to get, who I don't want to get. Barcelona, crazy, but we can actually draw Barcelona in tomorrow's draw, and that would be something, man. Now, of course, everything changes as well with who plays at home and who plays away first. Now, you guys know Madrid loves the away games, loves the Bernabeu. I mean, that will be a big advantage to anybody if you're playing the away game. Secondly, honestly, if Madrid gets any of these teams, if we have that away game, I think we can get through with any of these teams. Even City. I want to say City as well, but again, we'll get into that. Then there's Bayern. Obviously, Bayern right now are not in the best form. Barcelona, I didn't even say, but they're also not in the best form. They're starting to go up though. They're starting to creep up there. Bayern is also slowly starting to creep up there. Harry Kane is still doing the things that Harry Kane does. And then we have Dortmund. I would say probably the underdogs right now in this competition, but you can't write them off just yet, guys. You cannot write them off. They have been in this competition, very experienced players like Marco Reus and a few others in the team, so don't write them off just yet, but I think they are the underdog. And then there's the big dog. There's Man City right there, man. I think everyone knows right here, Man City is the one to try to beat. If anyone can knock out Man City early on in these stages, I think anybody in this whole bracket here has a chance to win, obviously. But you know what I mean, knocking out that big team like Man City or Madrid, I think it makes the other teams kind of realize that they can go all the way. Man City definitely, you know, Holland, Pep Guardiola, all those people in that team is just it's a great team. It's a great team. Now, I almost want to say they're not as good as they were last year, because obviously KDB, fantastic player, but he's coming back from injury, so he's not 100% yet. He's still doing very good, don't get me wrong. Holland has not been that same player he was last year. Now, again, a lot of you guys might say the last year Holland did not do much in the knockout stages. Nevertheless, you guys know what kind of player Holland is. He's there when he needs to be there. And then Manchester City did lose players like Mahrez. They did lose players like Gundogan. Pedri, if he is fit for this one, it definitely can change it, but if he doesn't make it, PSG, nothing much to say about PSG, man. It's a one-man team. I think if Mbappe is good, this team can go far. Literally, Mbappe can carry this team everywhere, because Dembele is up there on the attack. Ramos is up there on the attack. I mean, they have a good squad, man. Barcola is actually one of the more dangerous players in this team aside from Mbappe. The midfield is okay, and then the defense is okay as well. Like I said, if Mbappe can put this team on his back, it could go far, but it really, again, depends who they get. And then there's Real Madrid. We're not at our best stage right now, so honestly, this is a perfect time for anybody to get Madrid, because we're not at that perfect point. Hopefully, Militao and Courtois will be back for this first leg or second leg. Now, let's talk about who I want to get. Not who I think we're going to get. Again, it's all random, so I can't really say who I think we're going to get. It's all just guess games here, but who I want to get, obviously, I would say Dortmund would be the number one. I would want to get Dortmund, because not because they're bad or anything. It's just because they're not the same as the other teams in this quarterfinal. Not the same as Arsenal, not the same as Atletico, Barca, Bayern. It's not going to be an easy game though. For whoever gets Dortmund, it's not going to be an easy game. The second team I would hope to get, if it's not Dortmund, it's honestly hard, man. I want to say Arsenal. Man, I mean, just thinking about that matchup, Arsenal and Madrid is insane. But I honestly would want to get Arsenal. Yeah, I would want to get Arsenal. I mean, it's not because it's going to be a tough game, but if we can get that away game, I think we can maybe take a point from them or win it by a small margin at their home stadium, and then we take it home away. I think that's what I would want if we don't get Dortmund. Now, third, and at this point, I'm reaching, obviously, right? I would want to get PSG. Oh, man. Now, it's honestly, third is kind of in between two. It's between PSG and Barca. I'm not gonna lie. Barca right now, again, not at their best stage. We could knock them out if, again, we get that away game. Now, everything kind of changes if we get that home game first. I think PSG and Barca, I'm kind of leaning a little bit more towards PSG, because again, if we can filter out Mbappe from that team, I think we can definitely win that game. Now, let's talk about the ones we don't want to get. We want to avoid at all costs. Now, being the best team out there, being Madrid, you have to go against the best. Obviously, we know this. We've been in many finals. No, we know this. We have to beat the best to be the best. But obviously, if we can avoid it, it would be ideal. And obviously, number one, it's going to be Man City. We want to definitely avoid Man City at all costs. At least right now, someone else can deal with them for the meantime. So hopefully they can knock them out. We'll deal with them hopefully by the final or semifinal. I don't even have to explain why. Number two that I would not want to get. This one's kind of tough, but I'm gonna say Bayern. Bayern is not at their best game. They're not at their very best, but slowly but surely they're climbing up. They have those dangerous players like Kane. They have their midfield is insane. Musiala's in there. Madrid struggles against tall players. I mean, Morata did them dirty in the Madrid derby. Kane is that kind of player that will punish you, and I think Madrid right now are a little bit fragile on the defense, so Bayern could punish Madrid. And then third, wait, did I say? Yeah. And then the third one I would say is again, like I said, I don't want to get Atletico Madrid. So third will be Atletico, and honestly, in the middle, it's PSG or Barca. If we get Barca, we'll deal with it. I think we have a good chance of going through. Now, who I think, my prediction, and this is all random, but I honestly have a feeling that Madrid is going to draw against PSG or Arsenal. I don't know why, but I honestly just have this feeling in my heart that it's either going to be PSG or Arsenal. I think Barcelona is going to draw against Bayern or Man City. Barca against Man City is going to be insane if that happens. The battle of the tiki-taka, the battle of the possession. But I think Barca either gets Bayern or Man City. And then Arsenal, again, they can either get Madrid, but I also have a feeling that Arsenal might get Barcelona as well. It's like literally like just, it just goes around and goes around. We're going to be there tomorrow. We're going to be there in the morning. Make sure you guys stay tuned. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, who would you guys want to get. Again, if you guys are Madridistas, who do you want to get in these quarterfinals? Or if you are Barcelona fans, if you're Bayern, Man City, PSG, any of the other teams, let me know in the comments who you want to get in the quarterfinals. If you guys made it to the end, you guys are absolute legends. I appreciate you guys. Drop a like, follow, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.